Hello, my name is Lourdes, and today I'm here with a special guest to interview. You may know her as Lorelai from the TV series Gilmore Girls, or maybe even Sarah Braverman from the show Parenthood. Let me introduce... Loren Graham! Sorry guys, I gotta take this. Hello? What? You don't have Loren Graham as a voice actor for me? Do you have any other people who could voice act for me? Come on, you promised me this, man. This was gonna make me famous. There's this other Loren, and they live in the USA? Ugh, good enough. I guess I'll let them on the show instead. I present to you my special guest, Lorenmakesart. Whoa.
Hi everybody. It's me, Lorenmakesart. Glad to be here.
Hello, Loren. It's really an honor to have you here. You live in a wonderful country called the USA, am I right?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you think you're a good representation of your country? Because you're gonna be asked some questions from a Canadian. You ready?
Yeah, I'd say I'm a pretty good representation of my country, so, yeah, hit me with your best shot. Let's do this. What the heck?
I'm going to ask you a series of 9 questions, so let's get all the political ones out first so no one screams at me. Okay, cool. So, the first question is, what's your opinion on the good old Trumpster running your country?
I didn't vote for him, so you can probably guess.
I guess that's a safe answer. Question 2. What's your opinion on all the military interference and spending your country does?
Our country's kind of made it a priority to go to other places and kind of assert our military power since, like, World War II. And I'm kind of just neutral on the whole thing, but I will say, I read somewhere that if America spends as much money on space exploration as they do on the military, that we'd already be colonizing Mars. Come on, guys! We should have been on that!
Yes, we have the budget to go to Mars, but let's just spend it on shooty gun things, so that we can win the war, you know. Speaking of guns, do you agree with all the gun laws in your country?
I personally don't understand the appeal of owning a gun, but I know people who do, so again, to each their own. I just think we probably need better regulations when it comes to background checks and all that.
That was some heavy stuff, so let's move on to something that's a little bit more lighthearted. Why are your fast food sizes so big, especially the drinks? Those things are like triple the size of my teeny tiny bladder.
I can tell you for a fact, according to my parents, that fast food sizes have definitely gotten bigger just in, like, my lifetime. I don't know why they're so big. I think it has to do with, like, you know, more bang for your buck. But, yeah, I'll admit, even the drinks are kind of big. I kind of forget how big a medium is at some places, let alone a large. So sometimes when I'm, like, super hungry, I'm like, oh, I'll get a large. And then the drink is, like, this huge, like, almost half-gallon of soda. And I'm like, this was a mistake.
How come you haven't joined the metric system? It just makes so much sense for measurement in general. You're inconveniencing the whole world since you have a different measurement system. Would you be willing to switch over?
Well, we do use it for some things, like, science. I remember having to use it in physics class. Or we use it in track and field. We switched over from yards and now we do meters. But hey, we're America! And by using the non-metric system, we're proving how special and amazing and cool we are. Insert eagle noise here.
What's up with a plethora of so many fast food restaurants, and what are your top 3 favorites?
Part of the American dream is starting your own business, and for some people, that business was fast food. That's why we have so many. My 3 favorites are probably Wendy's, and then I also love In-N-Out, even though it's only really available on the West Coast. And I also really love Whataburger, even though it's only available in the South. A lot of fast food chains are actually regional. In fact, one of the ones that is from where I grew up, it's called Spangles, but it's only available in, like, Wichita, Kansas, and a few other places in that region. It's so good, you guys. It's so good!
Are you guys actually as patriotic and stereotypically proud of your country as the media portrays you? For example, the Pledge of Allegiance and the exaggerated anthem?
Yeah, actually, we do say the Pledge of Allegiance every single day in school, at least from about elementary school to, say, middle school. That's when I had to do it. Exaggerated anthem? It depends on what artists they have performing it at the game, but yeah, there's always somebody playing the national anthem at every single public sporting event. It's weird, I know. As for being patriotic, it kinda depends on A, where you live, and B, who you are as an individual. I will say, though, the one day that everybody in America unanimously agrees how awesome we are is the 4th of July, because we're like, yeah, we're America, we have problems, but I mean, come on, guys, let's blow up some fireworks and celebrate how awesome we are. So, there's your answer.
What's up with your election system? It works so oddly. Also, why do you start campaigning so early?
In general, a lot of things that are weird about America, politically, were actually formed by the founding fathers back in the 1700s, and America's just too stubborn to fix them. One of those is the electoral college system. I mean, they made it originally because they figured that the average voter wasn't going to be as politically aware as, delegates who have to, represent them. But I mean, nowadays with the internet, everybody can be up to date on political statuses and stuff, so it's a really outdated system. And the fact that people can win the popular vote and still not win the presidency is incredibly dumb. I'm sorry. It just is. I don't know, though. The reason people start campaigning so early is because we don't just have, the one person running for the Democrats and one for the Republicans. It's constantly people campaigning back and forth and, having to decide who's going to represent your party. And then there's also, people running for governor and for representatives in the Senate and all that stuff. So yeah, people just want to get a good edge in and be all like, hey, I was the first one to campaign, so you can totally tell I'm taking this the most seriously. Vote for me. It's stupid and dumb, and I hate having to watch political ads starting, a year before the election.
Most Canadians think Alaska should just join Canada. Do you agree?
Heck no! It may be attached to you geographically, but it belonged to Russia before it belonged to us. It never belonged to you Canadians, and we're not giving it to you, no matter how polite you might be about it.
Hey, that looks like it's the end of the questions. I'd like to thank Loren for being my first ever collaboration partner on my channel.
Hey, no problem. Likewise, you were the first collaboration partner on my channel, too.
Oh, it looks like there's a bonus question for all the viewers. Question number 10 is, if you had to live in one country for the rest of your life, would it be Canada or America? There's a straw poll in the link below. We're both curious as to what the voters say. Big thanks to Loren for being on the show. All of their links are on the screen now. Go follow us on Twitter and subscribe to our YouTube channels.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for having me on the show. Now I've gotta go get on a plane and fly 7 hours to get back home.
Anyways, I gotta go now.